afternoon, Robert Scribbler here, filming south and east from Jeanette's Pier for the OBX wave report. It is Thursday, August the 10th, and we've got some 1 to 2 foot waves coming in here at Jeanette's with some strong southwesterly winds, blowing out a lot of the swell here, unfortunately. But we do still have some sets coming in that are rideable, as you can see, this being a small one. I have seen some larger ones coming in the brief 10 to 15 minutes that I've been here, so there are still some waves forming up, but it's unfortunately seems to be becoming a bit less frequent. Hopefully the wind will die down a little bit and allow that swell to push in to the beaches. Did get out to South Nag's Head and got some decent waves, waves in the range of 2 feet, occasionally 3-footers there at South Nag's Head. A little choppy with those southwesterly winds. And conditions here, let's see, temperatures in the lower 80s, cloudy, possible chance of a shower or thunderstorm a little bit later. And again, windy with those southwesterly winds. All right, so let's get into the official observations from the various buoy stations, wave monitors, and weather monitors. Right now at Nag's Head, we've got in the range of 1 to 2 foot, semi-choppy with a little bit of side shore texture from those southwesterly winds. Primary swell out of the east-southeast at 2 foot and 11 seconds. Southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. A little gusty and blustery right now. You can probably hear it in the microphone. Air temperatures right now actually around 84 degrees. Ocean water temperature 75. And unfortunately, with those strong southwesterly winds, things getting blown out a little bit. Further down south at Rodanthe, 2 to 3 foot, semi-clean east-southeast swell at 2.2 feet in 11 seconds. Southwest winds at 14 miles per hour. Air temperatures 82 degrees. Ocean water temperatures 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And last of all at Buxton, 2 to 3 foot and clean conditions. Southeast swell at 2.3 feet in 11 seconds. Southwest winds at 16 miles per hour. Air temperatures 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 81 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, out in the ocean right now, National Hurricane Center notes that no tropical cyclones expected to develop anytime soon. No major disturbances of note to be tracking. The El Niño influence on wind shear so far appears to be reining in, or helping to rein in, cyclone formation for the North Atlantic. However, the hot waters in the North Atlantic do create a massive pool of fuel for potential cyclones should the atmosphere align to favor cyclone formation. So we're going to have to still keep an eye on that. And of course, there is a climate change fingerprint on those extreme ocean temperatures out in the North Atlantic. Speaking of climate influences and extreme weather events, unfortunately, Hawaii, particularly Maui, has seen very extreme wildfires. And these wildfires, according to news reports, have resulted in the tragic deaths of at least 36 people, the mass evacuation of thousands of people, some of them fleeing into the ocean to escape the extreme fires. According to expert analysis and news reports, there are a number of factors involved in the fires, including some of them related to climate change. Hawaii right now is under drought conditions, and we do know that climate change driven by fossil fuel burning helps to enhance drought conditions. And also, during the times that the fires formed, Hawaii experienced severe wind gusts in the range of 82 miles per hour as Hawaii was sandwiched between Hurricane Dora and an extreme high pressure system in the north central Pacific Ocean, which helped to drive these extremely powerful fire fanning winds. Last of all, according to news reports, invasive grasses have also increased wildfire risk for Hawaii. All of these factors appear to have combined to result in the extreme fires that we saw in Hawaii over the past day. And our hearts do go out to our friends in Hawaii, many of them also surfers who love our beaches and enjoy the stable climate conditions which allow us to have such a rich life here in our world and on our beachfronts. All right, so I do want to cite the articles that I got this information from. First of all, the Washington Post article, let's see, why Hawaii wildfires were so devastating, and the Associated Press article, what's driving Maui fires, and how climate crisis made the fires worse. Okay. So those are the two sources. Both of those sources citing weather and climate experts as well as ecologists on the issue of the extreme event happening right now in Hawaii. All right. So thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX wave report. Thankfully, here in the Outer Banks, we have relatively normal weather conditions, although the ocean water temperatures surrounding the Outer Banks are much warmer and probably influencing these very large jellyfish ponds that we've seen lately. But so far, thankfully, no major extreme events, at least for this month. Although last month we did have some of the smoke from the wildfires up in Canada. So thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX wave report. And as I ask you, as I typically ask you, I'd like to ask you guys to please do everything you can to help speed the transition to clean energy. Clean energy being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. That will help reduce the impacts of the climate crisis. And as the scientists note, we do have an out. We can find the doggy door out from the smashing impacts of climate change. So let's do that. Let's mass deploy that clean energy and lift our voices and lend our support to the mass deployment of clean energy to address the climate crisis. So thank you for joining me once again, and I do hope you guys get out in the water and catch some good rides, find some good waves where they're happening.